Welcome back to another video here at TeeDogCustoms. First of all, the weather is amazing. It is early March, and I think today the temperature was 80, like mid 80s. So that's amazing. I'm loving this weather. I'm also super excited because the warmer weather is really pushing me to get this Jeep running. So I have it for springtime and summertime particularly. I got a few things here that I ordered online, so I'm gonna unpackage them. So now that I've got it unpackaged here, I had to order this. It's for the alternator bracket. So I'll probably take this off, sandblast it at some point, and powder coat it. So that's one thing. The other thing is this belt tensioner here. Super bad shape, so I ordered another one. So that came in. Also, in another video, a few videos ago maybe, I had mentioned about the banjo fitting for the back. I ended up making my own, but this one was for like $7. So I went and ordered it, and next time I have the engine pulled out, I'll probably, if I remember, just swap this in. Just to be sure that it gets proper flow or whatever. It really doesn't matter, but probably do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna take the grill back off. I just unhook it right here. Nothing special. So we're gonna do that. Also, I think I'm gonna work on the downpipe next and get that welded, but let's get this belt tensioner on. So in that time lapse, I had put a plug in here. These are the plug kits I bought from AutoZone by Spectre. They're just random plugs, but that one was what I used that for. Also, this is what was on there. This is for an automatic transmission. That's where this port is. So I had this on there, but it's kind of yucky. This just looks better. And up here, I did the same thing. Put a plug in. But eventually when I do hook up the heater core, I'm going to use the spot on the head. That's where one line comes from. And then down here is another spot. There's a 90 degree that comes out and up. So that's kind of that. I think it's time to jump onto this. I got the downpipe right where I want it, so I'm gonna weld this up around here. So we've got this welded into place. It's pretty rough because this is stainless steel and the welder's not really set up for that, but it'll do the job. So now I'm gonna wrap this, I think, all the way down to somewhere in here with the exhaust wrap and make this look all nice and pretty. So the way you want to do this, they sell specific like zip ties, metal zip ties that are made for this specific thing. I ran out, so I don't have any of them, and I've got plenty of these. So what you do though is you'll want one of these ready, and you'll want a way to fasten it down. But you'll stick your wrap in water to where it's nice and flexible, and you'll start at one end. I'm gonna start up top here, and I may not have enough to go as far as I want to, but I'm gonna try. And what you do is you wrap it tight. And then you kind of just overlap it a little bit. And the more you overlap it, the less you will have to finish your job. But see, so it goes kind of like that. Now I've got to decide if that's good enough for me, or preferably I would like to finish all the way down and out of the engine bay. So what I may do, I think I'm gonna water this up again and see if I can't stretch it some more. I think that will be perfectly fine. It goes all the way down to down here, and I'm not gonna have any wiring, I don't think, anywhere down there, and that's far enough away from everything that I think we're good. But the fitment is actually amazing. If you see how I have it, it clears everything. I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut this little lip right here, just barely for when the engine rocks. I don't know, but everything else like clears amazingly. So I think we got a winner there. Now I can go underneath and I'm not sure if I'm gonna V-band it, but you can see the exhaust right here. It's tucked up there above the frame rail, which is what I wanted, and it's just perfect. I am super excited that that worked out as easy and quick as it did. That is one less thing to worry about. It is the next day, and this weather is super crazy. Last night I was wearing a tank top. It was 80 degrees at 10 o'clock at night, and now it is we're running on probably 50 degrees the next day. So this Virginia weather is crazy, but I wanted to show you guys. I bolted the fender up here, and this is where the battery tray is going to go. So I'm going to mock that in and see what how that looks, putting the battery here. It just space wise makes the most sense going on that side where it originally was versus on this side, and I would like to keep it. Some people have put it in the trunk back here. There's like a little room like this where you could put it here, or we could try to fit it under the Jeep somewhere, but it just makes it easier for wiring and everything if it's all up here, really. Another thing, the injector lines. So if you remember, a long time ago I bent up injector lines that are 24 valve injector lines. If you do a P-pump swap on a 24 valve, the stock injector lines will not work from the VE pump to the P7100 pump. So you will have to either get a new lines, which are about $600, $500, somewhere in there. And I just don't want to spend that money right now, although eventually I will do it because it just will look a whole lot better. But until then, I bent up these lines that I think I can get to work for test fires, and then maybe drive it a little bit like that until I feel like spending $500. So just a thought, you will have to do something only if you're doing the P-pump 24 valve swap. The 12 valves, I believe, that's pretty standard, so that's no biggie. So we gotta get those hooked up at some point, but the main thing I'm going to be doing right now is getting this battery tray in. For some reason I was thinking that the battery sat long ways in here. However, it doesn't. It sits this way. I don't see any reason why it would be a problem. It's just it is close to this heat source, which I'm not a huge fan of. Maybe I can build some kind of heat shield that comes up like maybe right here, and just separates the heat a little more. Might not be an issue with like the heat wrap and the turbo blanket and stuff, but if we do run into issues, we can always do that. But that's perfect. It opens up a lot of room you know, it's perfect placement. I just need to find a battery that will fit in that rack. I believe a true diesel, like at least on my 7.3 F350, the battery wouldn't fit in that tray. So we'll have to find a battery that will fit in that tray that is some beefy battery that will do the job, but that shouldn't be an issue. Still waiting on some parts to get here. So that's kind of leaves us where we're at. The dipstick for the oil is ordered, so once I get that, should be here Friday. Once I put that in, we can put the starter, which is down there, put the starter in, and then Josh can wire up all that. So yeah, knocking things out. Last night or the night before, I can't remember, I got the throttle cable wired up. So it comes out of the firewall. I made this bracket right here with a bolt style fuel line clamp and welded it to the plate, then ran the throttle cable to a bolt that bolts through here, wrapped it around, and now when I press the gas, that works. So that is actually all set perfect. These fuel lines are a mess, but that's what I'm gonna go with for right now. I rebent the 24 valve fuel lines, and that's what we're gonna go with temporarily. Couple things. A box came from eBay. I know what's in it. This is the oil dipstick tube, which goes down here. So it's the oil dipstick tube, and then a box from Rock Auto came, which is the radiator hose, which I will have to trim for the new radiator. The bottom radiator hose, which I'm not sure. I'll have to trim this one too to get it to fit. And last but not least, the thermostat came in, so I can put that in as well. So that is the first order of shipments. Another shipment from Rock Auto is supposed to get here with the serpentine belt that I'm still waiting on. Should be here tomorrow. And then the fan mount pulley, that whole assembly, it will be here tomorrow as well. So once I get that, then I can actually put the belt on for the, actually I take that back, I can't. Still need I still need a alternator to put the belt on, but I do have the bracket for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this dipstick tube in, because then I can put the starter in, and that will be one less thing to worry about. Got the starter installed right here, and I did put the oil dipstick tube in. Still need to configure that up, and I got this secured over here to the firewall. So once I get the battery installed, I'll be able to figure out the placement of this and figure all that out. But I think that'll probably wrap it up for this video. The next video I will probably be this weekend, Saturday, and that will be with all my friends, my buddies, and we'll be knocking out some work on this, I believe, if we have time, and the bonfire at night. And so anyways, we're just gonna chill, but huge progress on this, and I will catch you guys in the next upload. Thanks for watching. As always, keep grinding, and I will see you guys. Peace.